What if I told you Cristiano Ronaldo just sent a message to Donald Trump asking him to change the world? Sounds unreal, right? But wait, that's not all. At the same time, Erling Haaland, football's unstoppable goal machine, just dropped a bombshell about the Messi versus Ronaldo debate, and his words might change how you see modern football forever. Two headlines, one shocking connection, and trust me, by the end of this video, you'll understand why football's biggest icons are suddenly talking about power, legacy, and the future of the game in a whole new way. So don't blink, because what happens next will flip the football world upside down. We'll explain everything in this video, step by step. Don't skip it. Ladies and gentlemen, football fans around the globe, hold on to your seats, because today's news is nothing short of blockbuster. We've got Cristiano Ronaldo, the legend, the record breaker, the icon, sending shockwaves across the world with a message that's as bold as his free kicks. That's right, Ronaldo wants none other than President Donald Trump to change the world. Yes, you heard that right. The man who's changed football history with his goals now wants to see change on a global scale, and only Ronaldo could say it with this much confidence. Imagine it, two titans of influence, one from the pitch and one from politics, and Ronaldo's message rings loud and clear: make it happen. Whether he's scoring from 30 yards out or sending political ripples worldwide, CR7 never does anything halfway. But wait, the football universe never stops spinning. Over in Manchester, the Nordic powerhouse himself, Erling Haaland, has spoken up, and oh boy, it's stirring the pot. Haaland, the human goal machine, says, let's calm down on the Messi-Ronaldo debate. The young line of the Vode, Manchester City is showing wisdom beyond his years, reminding everyone that while the world compares legends, he's just focused on creating his own. He's playing it cool, but make no mistake, that ice in his veins is matched by fire in his boots. From hat-tricks to history-making records, Haaland's proving that the next generation isn't just watching greatness, they're becoming it. Still, there's something poetic here, isn't there? Ronaldo, the eternal symbol of drive and ambition, calling for world change. And Haaland, the calm killer, focused on the future. It's the perfect balance of passion and patience, football's past and future, shaking hands in the headlines. So, whether you're Team Ronaldo, Team Messi, or simply Team Football, today's news reminds us why this sport is the beautiful game. It's drama, dreams, and destiny, all rolled into 90 electrifying minutes, and sometimes even into a headline. Stay tuned, because when football speaks, the world listens. Cristiano Ronaldo, the name alone electrifies stadiums, headlines, and hearts across the world. From Madeira's narrow streets to the grandest football arenas on the planet, his journey is the definition of relentless ambition. But this time, it's not a thunderous goal or a jaw-dropping record that has fans talking. It's his powerful message to none other than former US President Donald Trump. In a move that caught everyone by surprise, Ronaldo expressed a bold wish. He wants Trump to change the world. A statement that's not just political or personal, it's deeply symbolic of how Ronaldo sees leadership, influence, and global impact. Ronaldo's words strike differently because they come from a man who knows exactly what it means to change the world in his own field. He's done it in football again and again. From winning multiple Ballon d'Ors to conquering leagues in England, Spain and Italy, to carrying Portugal to international glory, he's shown that impossible is just another challenge to overcome. So when someone like Cristiano Ronaldo speaks about change, people listen because he's lived it. His career has been built on discipline, resilience, and a burning desire to leave the world better than he found it. It's fascinating to see Ronaldo channel his trademark confidence beyond the pitch. The same fire that fuels his record-breaking performances now fuels his voice on global matters. His call to Donald Trump isn't a casual remark, it's a reflection of his belief in the power of individuals to influence real transformation. Whether you love or question Trump's politics, there's no denying that he's one of the most polarising and powerful figures of this generation, and Ronaldo knows it. His message seems to echo something larger than sports or politics, a challenge to use influence for the greater good. The connection between a global football star and a political leader might sound unlikely, but in today's world of crossover influence, it makes perfect sense. Ronaldo has often spoken about responsibility, about using fame as a force for positivity. To him, greatness isn't just about trophies, it's about legacy. His words to Trump can be seen as a reminder that leadership is about creating lasting impact, not just in one nation, but across borders. It's about setting examples, inspiring people, and standing for something bigger than oneself. Fans around the world reacted instantly, some amused, others intrigued, and many inspired. Social media exploded with debates, memes, and admiration. People dissected every word, every expression, wondering what motivated Ronaldo to make such a statement. Was it admiration for strong leadership, a call for peace, unity, or reform? Or was it simply Cristiano being Cristiano, fearless, outspoken, and unafraid to spark conversation? Whatever the reason, it shows one thing clearly: Ronaldo's influence now transcends football. He's not just a sports icon anymore, he's a global voice with the power to shape opinions and challenge minds. Ronaldo's call to action reminds the world that true greatness is about using your platform wisely. His journey from humble beginnings to worldwide stardom has made him a symbol of self-belief and transformation. And now, his words to Trump highlight another dimension of that journey: the belief that with enough courage, vision, and determination, even one voice can inspire a wave of change across the planet. Erling Haaland, the Norwegian goal-scoring machine, has become one of the most talked about players in world football, not just for his incredible performances, but also for his calm and composed attitude amid chaos. In a world obsessed with comparisons, especially the never-ending debate between Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, Haaland has stepped in with a refreshingly balanced perspective. When asked about the two legends, his response was simple yet powerful. He downplayed the rivalry, urging fans and media to stop comparing and start appreciating. That statement, coming from someone who's rapidly becoming the face of football's next generation, carries more weight than it seems. For over a decade, Messi and Ronaldo have defined what it means to be extraordinary. They've broken records, won every major title, and built fan bases that rival countries in size. Every goal, every celebration, every interview has been analysed through the lens of their rivalry. But Haaland, despite growing up watching them dominate, doesn't want to be caught in the same whirlwind. His decision to play down the Messi-Ronaldo debate is both an act of humility and confidence. Humility because he acknowledges their greatness, and confidence because he knows his journey is his own. He's not here to live in their shadow. He's here to create his own era. Haaland's words also reflect a deeper understanding of football's evolution. The sport has moved from being about teams and tactics to being a theatre of personalities and rivalries. The Messi-Ronaldo saga has been entertainment, inspiration, and sometimes even division among fans. Haaland's stance cuts through that noise. He's saying what many in the game have felt but few have said aloud: that greatness doesn't always need comparison. Each player has their own style, story, and struggle. Messi's artistry, Ronaldo's work ethic, and Haaland's raw power all belong to different football philosophies. Instead of competing with the past, Haaland's mindset is about learning from it and building upon it. It's also a statement that reflects maturity beyond his years. At just 25, Haaland carries himself with the composure of a seasoned veteran. His achievements at Manchester City, breaking Premier League goal records, winning major trophies, and becoming the focal point of Pep Guardiola's attack, speak volumes about his hunger and focus. Yet, even as he climbs higher, he's not chasing anyone else's legacy. His calm response to the endless comparisons shows a mental toughness that's just as impressive as his physical dominance. In a sport where egos often clash, Haaland's humility sets him apart. His comments also highlight a shift in how the next generation views success. For players like Haaland, Kylian Mbappe and others, the goal isn't just to replace Messi and Ronaldo, it's to redefine what greatness means in their own way. The Norwegian striker isn't interested in the noise, he's interested in the net. Every time he steps on the pitch, his actions speak louder than debates. He's focused, fearless, and fully aware that comparisons fade, but performances remain etched in history. Haaland's response to the Messi-Ronaldo debate isn't just a comment, it's a statement of intent from a player who knows he's writing the next chapter of football's greatest story. Football has always been a game of eras, of legends who rise, dominate, and eventually pass the torch to the next generation. The clash between Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi defined more than a decade of footballing excellence, setting standards that seemed untouchable. But now, with the rise of Erling Haaland and other young stars, the football world stands at a fascinating crossroads, the meeting point of past glory and future greatness. It's not just about who scores more or wins more, it's about witnessing two timelines collide, where one era gracefully transitions into another, and where admiration and ambition coexist on the same field of play. Cristiano Ronaldo's name is synonymous with consistency, dedication, and a hunger for perfection that has inspired millions. He's the face of an era where work ethic turned talent into legend. Every sprint, every celebration, every goal tells the story of a man who refused to accept limits. Messi, on the other hand, represents the poetry of football, a genius who plays as if the ball were part of his soul, weaving magic that defies logic. Together, they've defined what greatness means, not just statistically, but emotionally. They've given football fans memories that feel eternal. Then comes Erling Haaland, a player built like a warrior but possessing the instincts of a natural-born striker. His rise in such a short span of time has been nothing less than meteoric. In a world still obsessed with the Messi-Ronaldo comparison, Haaland's emergence adds a new dimension to the story. He's not trying to be the next Ronaldo or Messi. He's the first Haaland, unapologetically fierce, efficient and focused. The clash of eras here isn't one of rivalry or disrespect, it's one of evolution. It's the continuation of a football legacy that keeps reinventing itself. Watching Ronaldo and Haaland exist in the same sporting timeline feels like seeing history and destiny on the same pitch. One has already written his story in golden ink. The other is still carving his chapters with unstoppable determination. The contrast between them, the seasoned legend and the rising powerhouse, is what keeps fans captivated. Ronaldo's influence still looms large, not as competition, but as inspiration. Haaland's every goal, every record broken, echoes the influence of those who came before him. This clash of eras also highlights something beautiful about football itself, that it never truly ends, it simply transforms. Every generation finds its heroes, every era its icons. Ronaldo and Messi showed the world what was possible. Haaland and his peers are now showing what's next. The baton is being passed, but the race doesn't slow down. Instead, it accelerates into new territories of strength, strategy and spectacle. It's a reminder that football's greatness doesn't belong to one name or one decade. It's an ongoing story written by those who dare to dream, push boundaries and inspire billions. The meeting of these eras, the past ruled by icons and the future built by prodigies, captures the essence of why fans fall in love with the game over and over again. Cristiano Ronaldo and Erling Haaland stand on opposite sides of football's generational spectrum, yet their stories share a thread that runs deep, the relentless pursuit of greatness. Ronaldo embodies passion in its purest form, a player driven by fire, ambition and the desire to prove the world wrong again and again. Haaland, on the other hand, represents patience, a calm, collected force who channels his energy with precision rather than emotion. Together, they form a symbolic balance in football's modern narrative. Passion meeting patience, energy meeting composure, and experience meeting evolution. Ronaldo's journey is one of constant motion. His career has been defined by tireless work, ethic and unshakable belief. Every challenge, from his early days at Sporting Lisbon to conquering Manchester United, Real Madrid, Juventus and beyond, has been met with the same intensity. His passion isn't just visible in his goals, it's in his celebrations, his reactions, his training, and his unrelenting hunger to stay at the top. Even as he enters the twilight of his career, that spark hasn't dimmed. He thrives on emotion, the roar of the crowd, the pressure of the moment, the desire to always be the best version of himself. Ronaldo's passion fuels everything he does, and that energy is contagious. Haaland, by contrast, approaches the game with an almost mechanical calmness. There's no unnecessary flair, no over-the-top dramatics, just cold precision and efficiency. He doesn't chase the spotlight, he lets the goals do the talking. Where Ronaldo burns with visible intensity, Haaland operates like a storm beneath the surface, quiet, powerful and inevitable. His patience shows in his positioning, his timing, his understanding of when to strike. He's the embodiment of controlled chaos, a reminder that greatness can come not only from emotion, but from composure and focus. The balance between these two philosophies, passion and patience, reflects the evolution of football itself. The game has shifted from the raw emotional energy of the past to a more calculated and tactical present. Ronaldo's generation thrived on heart, drive and personal flair, while Haaland's generation thrives on data, discipline and mental stability. Yet both paths lead to the same destination, excellence. Ronaldo's burning desire and Haaland's ice-cold mentality are two sides of the same coin, both essential to the sport's enduring magic. What makes this balance fascinating is how they inspire each other across time. Haaland has often spoken of his admiration for Ronaldo, studying his training routines, his professionalism, and his ability to maintain peak performance for nearly 2 decades. That admiration doesn't come from imitation, but from respect, a recognition that passion must be tempered by patience to achieve lasting greatness. Ronaldo, in turn, represents what's possible when ambition refuses to fade, reminding the younger generation that patience alone isn't enough without hunger. In the grand narrative of football, Ronaldo and Haaland aren't rivals in spirit, they are reflections of different kinds of greatness. One ignites the game with emotion, the other controls it with precision. Passion drives the dream, patience sustains it, and together they create the perfect balance that keeps football timeless and unstoppable. Football has always been more than just a game, it is a theatre of emotion, a story of human ambition, and a celebration of dreams that defy logic. The phrase "the beautiful game" isn't about goals alone, it's about the feelings, struggles, and triumphs that unfold with every whistle and every roar from the stands. In the world of football, drama, dreams, and destiny are inseparable companions, weaving together moments that capture the hearts of millions. From the glories of legends like Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi to the rise of new icons like Erling Haaland, the sport continues to prove that it's not only played on the pitch but also lived in the hearts of those who watch it. The drama of football is what makes it universally addictive. It's in the heartbreak of a missed penalty, the suspense of a last-minute winner, the shock of an underdog upsetting a giant. Every match tells a story, sometimes of dominance, sometimes of despair. Ronaldo's late free kicks, Messi's solo runs, or Haaland's lightning-fast finishes all create moments that linger in memory long after the final whistle. The drama doesn't just unfold during 90 minutes, it continues off the field in transfer sagas, rivalries, and the passion of fans who live and breathe every headline. It's unpredictable, emotional, and full of twists, the very essence of why football commands such global devotion. Then there are the dreams, the driving force behind every player's journey. Every child who kicks a ball on a dusty street dreams of reaching the world stage, of hearing the crowd chant their name. Ronaldo's story from a small island in Madeira to becoming one of the greatest athletes in history is proof that dreams, when pursued with obsession and sacrifice, can become reality. Haaland's meteoric rise shows how belief in oneself can turn potential into power. Football gives people permission to dream big, to believe that even the impossible is within reach. These dreams fuel not only the players but also the millions of fans who see their own hopes reflected in every victory and defeat. Destiny plays its role in ways that defy explanation. Sometimes it feels as though certain players were born to change the game, to redefine what is possible. Messi's magic, Ronaldo's relentless will, and Haaland's explosive dominance all feel like destiny in motion. Football has a mysterious way of aligning moments, turning ordinary matches into chapters of legend. One goal, one pass, one save can shift the course of history. And when destiny takes over, the sport transcends competition and becomes something almost spiritual, a shared experience of humanity's endless chase for greatness. The beautiful game endures because it mirrors life itself, unpredictable, emotional, and filled with moments that take your breath away. It's not just about who wins or loses, it's about the collective heartbeat of millions united by passion. Every cheer, every tear, every gasp reminds us why football will always be more than sport. It's a living story of drama, dreams, and destiny intertwined forever. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like and subscribe.